Yeah, to be honest, I hated the process. It's such an interesting thing. Obviously, it's my first time going through it. So negotiations kind of maybe aren't my thing. I think that it kind of felt like you're kind of against them for a little bit, but I think it worked out really, really well. I was really, really happy with the outcome. I'm very, very grateful for everybody involved, everybody who kind of believed in me to get me to this point. So I'm really excited to be a Nugget. I'm really excited to focus on basketball. I think that's the biggest part. Focus on winning, and I get to go into the year, with a clear mind and a focus. Like I said, I just feel so grateful for them and for everybody who kind of got me here, and obviously to the Kroenke family and to the front office, for getting it done and believing in me.
What did your teammates have to say? Jamal and Nicole in particular. They have any like ribbing you when he came in today?
I mean, we've kind of been. I've had the jokes for a couple weeks now, obviously, because everybody kind of knows it's coming down the deadline. But they obviously just said congrats, and I had more to say to those guys. I think that those are two of the guys that I'm very, very grateful for too. Those guys did a lot for me. And obviously me and Yoke joked about it, me and Maul joked about it when it happened, but I'm just grateful for those guys and the positions they put me in, the trust that they've given me. There's no real way for me to repay anybody, for this other than winning and playing the right way and doing the right thing, so I'm excited to get to work.
What does it mean to have this core locked down for the foreseeable future?
It's exciting. I think that, like I said, now, especially for me, that's over. We can focus on basketball, focus on winning, and doing things the right way, and that's the biggest thing for me. I think that having this core together is really important. I think that there's no limit for this team. I'm really excited for what we're gonna do, what we can do, and like I said, I'm just excited to focus on basketball, focus on winning, and I get to watch a little basketball tonight too. So I'm just excited, man. I'm through the roof when it happened, and I'm just excited to be here.
Christian, how much were you keeping up? How much were you keeping up with just sort of the rest of the draft class and sort of where the market was?
I think I've told you guys before. I love watching basketball. It's my favorite thing to do. So I keep up with everything. I try to keep up with all that stuff, and you see it on social media, and it's really cool just to be a part of this. Be a part of like I said, I'm grateful for anything, but just to be a part of this, I obviously never imagined that I would be in this position, and I think that I just feel so so grateful for the people that got me there. So I definitely paid attention to it and watched how it went, and I think that there's a lot of players that got rewarded, and there's a lot of players that were worthy of it. That are going to have a big year, and I'm excited for those guys too. So it's something I paid attention to, but I think everybody kind of has their own race.
What do you love about being a Denver Nugget?
I think everything. I think that I said it the other day. Like, there's not many positions, in the NBA where every year you come in and it's title expectations. There's good pressure because every time you put a Denver Nugget jersey on, you expect to win. And you really believe that, and I think that there's not many places in the NBA you can do that every single night. Every gym you walk into, you think you're going to win and you expect to win. So I love those expectations. I love that pressure, and I love this unit. I love the coaches. It's been great for me. So I'm really excited to be here for a long time, and I think that I'm grateful for the people too.
How have you think been different getting to have a full off-season preseason under Adelman, and how you get along with that?
I mean, Dia is great. I think that we've had his voice around us for a long time, so nothing's really changed. But just having his, his mindset for a longer time, like you said, you get used to, the way he likes to do things. He's very to the point, very direct. Cuts a lot of the fat out, I feel like, and he's just such a good dude. Like talking to him, and the way he kind of helped me along this process too, and his support, has meant a lot to me. And I think that he's another guy. Maybe more than anybody has believed in me and put me in positions and really allowed me to be me and to be a big part of this team. So I appreciate him.
Is there a contract ever weigh on your shoulders, or was it not even something that bogged you down?
I don't think it bogged me down. I think it kind of motivated me a little bit. Like I said, it was new to me. It's something I've never done before. And you obviously worry about it, you're concerned about it. I think my mom and dad kind of were more concerned for me, and so I tried to, tell them information as I knew it, but I tried to stay, away as much as possible, be in Denver, be a part of the team, and you never know what can happen. And like I said, I am grateful for the way it did happen, but you never know what can happen, and it is a little stressful. And like I said, I don't like the negotiation just because you feel like you're against, people you love and people you care about. but I'm just really excited for the way it went down, and just really happy that it's over, to be honest.
What's the excitement level as it gets ready to tip off the season on Thursday night?
I mean, for me, it's I'm extremely excited. I've said that, and I think everybody around this year, like this time of year, is excited for the season. And I think you could see in practice today, we just want to play somebody else. You know, we played a little preseason, but that's preseason. You know, we want to bump into somebody else, not bump into each other anymore. So I think we're just excited to get to play. And like I said, even basketball being on tonight is really cool. I think playing on open night is fun, but just being able to watch, you know, we're going to get together tonight and watch the games too. So we're really excited.
Do you feel like this team is deeper so far during camp? And do you kind of see a notice with adding JV and Hardaway?
Yeah, I think we've always had a lot of talent in this gym. I think that I would obviously say that this year we're really deep, and we've got a lot of guys that can do a lot of different things. We've got vets, we've got shooters, defenders, and I think even all the guys who played in the preseason, even at the end of the games, were really good for us. I mean, you saw Curtis Jones. We've seen what Spencer Jones has done for us. So we're a deep team for sure. I think that we're confident in anybody we throw on the court, and we're just excited for everybody that we have in this, you know, in this organization.
What do you notice from Cam playing alongside of him?
I think he's awesome. Like, he's fun to play with, a really good dude to be around. I think he even helped me through the process a little bit too, just kind of talking me through his experiences and those things. Like, Cam is a really good person first and foremost. And then obviously his work ethic, you know, pops. You know, when you watch him, he's always in here. He's always working. It seems like he's always in here late. He's still in here right now. So he's a really good dude to be around, and he's really, really talented, really good. And I think he's probably gonna have the best year of his career. And I think that he'll be a really, really big part, you know, in us winning going forward.
Last year you talked about how it was pretty exhausting because it was most minutes you played, most games, times minutes, those kind of things. It was a lot. Are you going into the season with like a different kind of mentality? You feel better, with a better approach going in to handle that kind of stress through the regular season with it being so long?
I think when I said it was a lot, it was more just me, you know, kind of comparing it to the past. But you know, I hope it's the same way this year. You know, I hope I have that heavy workload. I hope that I never get subbed out. Like that's my big thing. I want to play every minute. I really do, and I'm grateful for that. Like, I'm grateful for that opportunity, and you know, that opportunity kind of got me to this point. So I'm always prepared for the workload. I hope I get more and more. I hope that this year the workload's bigger. You know, and not everybody gets to say that they get to play that many minutes, you know, night in and night out. So I think my opportunity last year was really cool, and it was really fun. I learned a lot, but I obviously hope my workload goes up even more this year.
Christian, I know you don't necessarily care about what we write or what we say, but if there was one thing at the end of the season that you were excited to hear about, wow, Christian got better at this specific thing, what would it be?
You're talking about as far as what happened last year?
Yeah, just going from year 3 to year 4.
I think that shooting it well in the preseason means nothing. I think that it was kind of the cherry on top, though. I think that everybody was talking about my finishing and how my finishing got better, and you know, I'm trying to just improve at everything. I'm trying to, you know, be myself every day, and I think, like I said, that got me here, and I'll continue to do that. I won't change who I am. I won't change how I play for anybody, no matter what stories you write, and that I need to shoot more threes and, you know, all those things you love to write. But I think that I won't change, you know, how I play. I'm going to shoot the open shot. I'm going to drive it, and I'm going to kick to the open guy. I'm going to run in transition. I'm going to try to be the best defender every single night. I'm just going to be me, and I think that, you know, me being me and these guys allowing to be me, you know, is what has made me successful as an individual. And I think that me being me is what's good for this team. I don't want to be anybody else. I don't want to play like anybody else. I just want to be the best version of myself, and I think that's what's best for the Denver Nuggets.
Christian, I know you answered it, but can you just again what it means to know you're going to be a Nugget for the next 5 years and have this new deal?
Yeah, it means the world to me. I think that it's just validation. I think at the end of the day, you know, the people that trusted in me, you know, I got drafted here, and you know, I never changed schools or teams in high school. I never changed in college, and I don't want to change in the NBA. You know, I want to be here. I want to be a big part of winning. You know, I want to be you know, a really big part of what happens here and the success that happens in Denver. You know, I want to be a big part of the community. I want to be around these guys. I want to be around this coaching staff, this front office, and win with them. So that's always been the biggest thing for me. It's really cool to be a Nugget, and I want to be a Nugget, you know, my whole career. But I understand that to do that, you know, we need to win. And I think that this, signing a contract, before this season has started, it allows me to focus only on winning, and that's what I want to do. That's where my focus has always been, and that's where, it will stay. So I want to win, but I want to win, as a Denver Nugget, most important. Of course, thank you.
You've been able to work on really since the last time the starters and everybody's gotten together. What have you worked on in the lead up now to the season?
Just added more offensive stuff, mainly for individuals. Go-to plays, ATOs. Defensively, we stay with the same stuff we've been doing in the games. Just trying to get better at it. So we're just trying to get to the finish line, so to speak, healthy. So that's the most important thing.
Are you changing anything about game day procedures? Shoot around, walkthroughs, any of those kind of things? Or are you trying to put a stamp on any of those, or is it going to be basically what's been done?
I think you feel out the schedule. It's more about that than being creative. You just want them to be rested and prepared. So I will say, usually to start the seasons, you'll have shoot around more often because you're still practicing, so to speak. That's the only time you get together, with the travel days. So, but as the season goes on, usually that does rotate to walkthroughs in the afternoon so guys can rest. Guys that live further away from the arena, not having to drive back here twice. There are human aspects to it too. So we'll do what's best for the group.
Christian's been such a big part of this team. To lock him down for the foreseeable future, how excited are you to have him?
I'm excited. He should be really excited. That's and he deserves it. It's cool to see somebody go through the program here, be part of winning, be part of the hanging the banner, and then do all the right things and get rewarded for it. That's what this is supposed to be about. And he's been a main cog in what we do, and proud of Christian and happy for him and his family. These moments are cool. I know the money is hard to understand from the outside looking in, but this is a billion-dollar business, and that guy deserves every dollar he's getting, just off pure hard work and just the ability to know he can get better every day.
As a head coach, to have this core locked down now,
yeah.
How excited are you to see that moving forward?
Yeah, no, it's great. A lot of guys with security. Hopefully they can just focus on playing basketball, playing together and getting better every day, going towards a lot of goals we'd like to accomplish this year.
To see where CB's grown from coming in, and obviously a guy that won at every level, but to see where he is now and to be rewarded, I guess, how cool has that been to see?
Yeah, like I said, it's good to see somebody that gets it not just off talent but off work, and I think that goes a long way. In our league, sometimes you're guessing of what could happen down the road, and you're paying for that. This has been earned every step of the way. The fans, everyone's seen it. You've seen the growth, the confidence, not just in his game but his confidence. So it's a proud day for us, and like I said, he should be a very happy man.
What's his next level of evolution from here?
I think just what he's been doing, better ball handler. He's really improved that over the years. He's actually become a lead ball handler sometimes for us, played backup point guard last year a little bit. His shooting's gotten better, that has to improve. I think sometimes it's not about what else can he do, it's just continue to get better at what he does well. When you start working on things that are outside of, I guess, your game, you can get lost and confused really quickly. So it's all about just perfecting what you do well to complement your teammates.
With the additions, does this team feel a lot deeper than it was maybe a year ago?
I would say yes, just because the guys that we got are accomplished. I thought last year we had a lot of people doing these things for the first time. It's nice to know when you see somebody out there that, for the last 10 years, like Tim, I've competed against Tim as a coach for a decade. So knowing what he can do and what he's done on big stages and big games, that gives you comfort. But all this stuff about depth and it working, we'll find out on Thursday. It only matters what happens in these games.
We see Cam working out continuously. What have you seen from him in just this short period of time?
He was great today when we scrimmaged. He, I think, just getting comfortable, with the other guys. It's not easy. Everybody says, oh, he's playing with Nicole, he's playing with Jamal, so it should be easy. It's not. You're trying to find your space out there. You're trying to be unselfish, but at the same time show them that you can score, you can handle the ball. So, it's a balancing act, but he's been great, and he fits how we play, and I expect him to have a great season.
Are there any areas right now where you sort of anticipate having some healthy growing pains the first few games of the season?
Yeah, I do. I think different guys are in different levels of where they are as far as how, are they in shape or not. I do think the whole league is like that now, where those first 10 games, you're trying to steal wins because a lot of people are still feeling like they're working their way into the season because we really don't have training camp. So I was proud of most of the guys that came back. They looked like they're in good shape, which is a great thing. But if we want to play multiple people up to 10, 11 guys, I need everybody at that level. And you'll get there during the season. That's how it is. And everybody knows that. It's a little ugly to start the season. But we got to get there quicker because, like I said, if you're one of those teams that falls behind those first 10 games, now you're playing uphill in a conference that is an every night kind of thing. So hopefully guys are ready, and we got to get it going from the get-go on Thursday.
ESPN's running Coach's Corner with Tim Legler, with in-depth breakdowns. NBC is focusing a lot more of their coverage on the actual game. I know that you're probably not somebody that catches a lot of that stuff, but is it good to see the league and its partners kind of focusing more on the game of basketball than the controversy and drama and everything else?
Yeah, because I think the game is in such a healthy place. Let's just talk about that. I mean, I know there's stories away from the game that need to be talked about. I'm not, stupid. I get it. But I think for the youth that watch the game, I think it's cool for them more so than, the adults that love the game. Teach them what this is and why things are happening. I think that brings more of a, centered approach to how you watch it. That you're not just watching a 2-minute highlight tape, that you're actually watching the game and that, how it progresses throughout the night. That's the best part of the sport. So I hope they stick to that. I know they said that. So they sounded convincing. So hopefully that continues.
One guy that didn't get a contract was Peyton Watson. Did you have any conversations with him and his approach this year, knowing he didn't get that?
I've talked to Peyton throughout the preseason. I'll say this. Peyton has a chance here. If he has a great year, he can put himself where he wants to. And that's what our league's about. You prove it every day. You prove it every year. And eventually, if you work hard and you do the right things, you'll benefit. And Peyton's been great. He's had a really good preseason. And, everybody has their time. So he can set his market, and I think he will. He's been great. He's been unselfish. He's been one of the bright spots of this whole month. So I'm expecting a big season from Peyton.
Gary Kubiak used to say the hay's in the barn. Season tips off Thursday. How confident are you in this group that it perhaps could make another run at the ultimate goal?
Yeah, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about Thursday. I know that we're in a good place, but this is a process. This is 82 games, possibly 83, I think, with whatever the tournament is. So I just want to see us get better every day, and we have done that. And I can tell the guys are bored of each other. Like, we need to go play a game against somebody else. And that's the best part, is when you get that feeling in the gym where the guys are tired of one another. That's a good thing, because they want to turn the page and go play against a really good team on Thursday. A home opener Saturday, and then a rivalry game, game 3. So it's go time.
How badly are you and your staff going to kill us?
I am not playing, man. Like, I tore my Achilles. I would never jump out there. If I got hurt doing that, I couldn't forgive myself. Because the last time I did it, I was with the Rockets staff, and I felt terrible about that. But our guys I would expect a tough day for you guys. Yeah.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, thanks, guys.